it. I was like, oh no.
Could I
Yeah.
scenery?
Stepped into the tomb of Sararak.
Could,
Huh?
could along the path, could there be glowworms?
Glowworms?
Yeah.
Glowworms.
Yeah.
Sure.
Afraid I do not.
They're bioluminescent worms that hang on top of the ceiling, and
That's cool.
you have to be very, very quiet because they react to noise, and they'll like turn off.
I mean, maybe you don't see them right now.
Okay.
We also have like an entire carriage going through.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not exactly the.
So I don't think we're being quiet. I didn't know we were playing stealthy.
Yeah, that's true. So I think like they would like probably the echo of the horses clopping would have them react.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm.
There
unless-
is quite a bit of an act.
Putting this up.
That just fucks with my idea of touching the red button, but I'm not going to. Because I have a plus intelligence modifier.
You
I get-
do.
It may not be a high plus. It may not be a high plus, but it's plus.
It's a decent
Alright, I
plus.
get-
It's +2.
I get told that with a somewhat dejected look, I will walk away from the shiny.
Yes. I understand.
We can go. We can try to go gem hunting later on outside of here.
Yeah. Laura just looks up at him and says in Draconic, "You know you're way shinier than that."
Aww.
And still in Draconic, she kind of looks down and looks back up at him. Thanks for catching me when I went unconscious after my memories got back. I really appreciate it.
Boss.
Yeah. Just kind of hip bumps him and just keeps going.
Aww. So cute.
Not much of a response, but certainly contemplative.
Yeah. She wasn't expecting one. She just
All
keeps
right.
on going.
So, as you guys are almost ethereal sound of somebody singing,
What language is it in? You were saying?
great question. I hadn't decided. Let's see. Let me think. What languages do you guys understand?
Common and
Common.
Draconic.
Elvish common.
Common, primordial, Sylvan.
Celestial, Elven, Draconic, Common.
So, Aurora, you don't understand this, nor do you, Rogar. But Laura, you do recognize this as the
I
same
have
song.
my turn. Whenever it gets back to my turn.
So yeah, Chris, Laura, you see her just push him out, and he looks like he's healing as she pushes him.
Alright.
Sure. Chain Warlock.
Not attack the chain warlock.
Yeah, it seems like you're just chained to her in some way or way.
Yeah, like you are to Rogar.
Fuck you.
Fuck you too. That's in canon, by the way.
One of these
I'm-
is
I'm-
magically derived.
How do you know the other isn't?
Just hear like them just screaming, "Fuck you!"
Exactly, fucker! That's what I thought!
Is this also the anger of the stink cloud too? Like,
A little bit. Fuck. Alright.
and so that was my action, and I'm gonna. Fuck, I don't want. I'm already into it, so I'm gonna take 15. I'm gonna try to get at least a little bit closer to see if I can.
In front of me, and the one in front of me, I have disadvantage on, so.
Okay. All right. I'll give him inspiration.
Thank
Okay.
you.
All right. Anyone who says differently, roast them and build a throne out of their bones.
I agree. I agree with all of that. I feel fully inspired. Is it a D8? I think it's a D8, or is it a D6?
Yes. Wait, let me check.
I think
Hold
it's
on.
a D8. I love
Yeah.
five.
You ate at 5th level, you're good.
Cool.
D8 at 5th level.
Cool. Alright, I'll move this.
Wanna be sure. Yes, D8. So
Cool.
I spent 2 of my.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
I'm about to
Are
be
sharing
one of those
with
rich boys.
Sienna and Star in
Yep.
what looks to be a royal suite, like a suite set up for royalty, that like visiting royalty.
Yeah.
Shit.
Laura and Rogar, you guys are set up in adjoining rooms, like just set off from the suite that Aurora and Sienna and Star are in.
How torn up is the room, Rogar?
No, there was a line of thought that I could tell
Yeah, I know,
was
I had it too.
starting,
I had
and
it too.
then very rapidly cooled down. And I was,
I think we all had it.
yeah,
Wait, what?
The double
Yeah,
reason
so-
I asked how torn up is the room, Rogar.
Honestly, not very torn up. No, the big boy slept fine. He's all good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
I think one of the things that Rogar may or may not have noticed was the maybe trickling leaves heading to his bed and slightly warming it up without him knowing or whatever. And then
Favoritism.
just,
I'm just
Shut up.
kidding. I'm just kidding. Well, it's not kidding because it's true, but still.
now, because you are doing your own thing, and not only that, Rogar is literally the closest person in the room, and that's just
Still
something that he
favoritism.
really thinks that is good for him.
Still favoritism.
Just a little
Sucks to
bit.
suck. We do
Sucks
be
to
favorites
suck.
in here.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna get up.
I was like, oh shit.
The first card is Judgment.
Hmm.
Yep, somebody's gonna have judgment's gonna be happening soon in your life.
I love Judgment.
Luckily,
One of my favorite
got the Wheel of Fortune.
cards. Ooh, you lucky bastard. It's a good one.
Finally, you get the Two of Cups, which is romance, basically.
Wait, you got what?
The
The
Two of Cups.
is basically romance,
The Two of Cups. I
which
love
is
that one.
basically romance.
Yep.
Oh!
This is fine.
Oh!
This is fine.
Oh, boy!
All
Oh,
these are upright,
boy.
right?
These are upright. Oh no!
She's gonna
Makes me
say, well-
happy. I like that.
So she's gonna say this. Alright, yeah. She's gonna make the first card she got was Judgment, and luckily they're all upright, but Judgment, sometime we're gonna have judgment or you're gonna judge somebody, but something's gonna happen of a consequence in a sense. Good or but most likely it might be good because of your second card, which is in a sense the Wheel of Fortune. So something good is gonna be coming your way. She's gonna freeze at the last card and said, you also got the Two of Cups. And she's gonna scroll it to make so you can look at it and says, it's a man and a woman holding a cup, two cups together that's intertwined by two snakes. So you're gonna find somebody, and I think you're gonna do that in a romantic way. Or you're having thoughts of love in your life is also another way to interpret it as well.
A lot of thoughts have been going on. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Just thinks about the letter. It thinks about the last 2 nights ago. And then realizes what that could possibly mean, and she's like, stupid bird instincts.
This is
Oh.
Sure,
fine.
blame the class.
This is
Blame the
fine.
class.
Sure.
There's a lot of
yeah.
heavy connotations associated with such a class.
There is. You're not wrong.
she's going to probably go like, this stuff isn't like, set in stone, right?
Around that time, there's a tap, tap, tap on the door.
Before she can answer. I have to check to see what mine is because I just
She's
pulled one.
she's gonna say this. It's not always set in stone, it's just a path of many. There's nothing ever set in stone.
Love life, it turns out to be a very fucked up thing.
As you open the door, there's a servant there who bows. The dining room. And just after you guys arrive, Dove and Rose also arrive. And they look like they've been, what's the word?
Plotting.
Plotting, fighting. Dove is carrying some leather armor. And she just plops it in a corner of the room before going and plopping down in her seat. Rose is chuckling and sets a large staff in the same corner.
The maternal one wants to go to war, I see. And the paternal one is willing to follow side by side. Sounds like fun. So that's the scene I walk in on, because I assume I arrive last. I'm probably the furthest away.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you walk
Where
in
do I
on, that argument in Tangled, no weapons at the table?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean in Brave? That's Brave.
Brave, yeah, Brave.
Brave.
Whatever. Yeah, no weapons at the table, yeah.
Yeah. You see Rose having that silently with Dove, who's got a bow strapped around her back. And Dove begrudgingly standing up again, going over to the corner where the staff and the armor are, slinging off her quiver and her bow and sticking them in a corner, and she starts to approach before Rose goes before she turns back to the corner and takes out an impressive number of daggers from from her clothes and dumps them all also in the corner. And you see a good number of the servants roll their eyes. Like, this is not an unusual thing here.
Damn.
Next time this week, and it's only Tuesday.
Yeah. The aura I
Please tell me
feel
that they-
from Rose.
Please tell me that Laura hears this. She's like, oh god.
Starts taking out her shit, yeah.
Hold on.
Just the animosity. I very quickly put my bow and arrows into the bag of holding. I'm like, all right.
Wait, hold on. I have one more.
Oh shit! So you're...
You actually went for it. Just put a bunch of pencils. Pencil. Dagger. Dagger.
Really,
Pencils are weapons. Just ask John Wick.
Oh yes. Just like, I'm over here just like, what the fuck? There we go.
Whoa! Whoa!
I do have a bra.
I
holding
love
in real
it.
life.
Yes.
Sure.
You do.
Sure, like, you don't believe it.
It's impressive.
Like, take a moment just watching all of this happen. I kind of look down at my hands before I kind of... Don't think I'm gonna be able to get rid of all my weapons.
Yeah, I was like,
you
I just
can't-
put my armor back on, so...
You
God
get a
damn it.
look from Rose, who's like, physical features do not count as weapons, dear. Not for the
Disagree.
purposes of dining at the dining table. And she looks over at you, Laura, and she's like, okay, mostly this rule is here to keep Dove from just sticking her bow on the table all the time.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Great.
I
Oh, that's
fucking love
great.
this party. Oh my god. That's so good.
That
Yes.
was pretty good.
Okay, it's like,
That's beautiful. Love it.
That's gonna be seen by a lot of
Just a
people.
slow pull over and drop. Oh, that's great.
As this happened, can I look over at Star? What is Star's reaction to this?
Star's just like watching and like
No such rules exist where I'm from.
yeah. Like, I
Such
realized
rules
as a
exist.
child, I'm like, I turn my back towards her. just
oh yes.
completely-
Maybe not
There's
the
a
most
child
appropriate thing in the
here.
world.
You forgot.
Throw my bag of folding into the corner. This shit. I'm
And
not
I'm
wearing my
putting it down.
breastplate, so I don't.
Sorry, I don't know where
Oh.
that came from.
ADHD.
Yeah, basically.
I just look at Sag and just like, want a strip
What?
of bacon?
Probably not at this moment, since I don't think it's appropriate. But if there's a pool nearby, sure.
I'm literally holding bacon. It's like, a bacon. What is wrong with you today?
I am burning a hole into the wall with my stare. I'm not looking at anything. And you're you. So I just kind of assumed it was a double entendre.
I am a bard, and I get that a lot. So, okay,
Thanks for the offer, though.
you're welcome.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's gonna develop heat vision in the next 2 minutes and burn a hole in the wall because he's only looking straight ahead.
Sienna.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, so
Oh,
I have 8
Word.
secrets here for you guys to guess at.
Oh shit! All right, this just got a lot more interesting.
Mhm.
yeah.
After shuffling them aloud around a bit, Alfred pulls out the first one. A dark figure was banished from my life, only to return as a traitor.
Shit.
Sienna.
Yep.
I think it's Sienna.
So Sienna points at Dove. Dove points at Sienna. In fact, there's a good majority of the hands are going to Sienna. Star's
Yeah.
pointing at somebody at random, happens to be Laura.
I mean, that's a solid guess.
This is
Oh.
Thing.
I think it's Sienna.
I think it's Sienna too.
Okay.
Point at my mom.
Rogar, who do you think it is?
I follow the masses.
Alright, okay.
That's respectable.
That's respectable, yeah. Alright, Sienna, is that your statement? Sienna looks up at you all and no.
What? Oh, it's probably Rose or Dove. I got blindsided.
Then following around to who Sienna's pointing at, which is, did I say it was Rose?
I think it was Rose.
Yeah. Rose, is that your statement? Rose shakes her head. No.
Bullshit.
And then to Star, who's the only one pointing at somebody else. And then looks at Laura. Laura, is that your statement?
It is.
Wow.
Wow.
Pointed at
Wow.
random. Let's go,
Random.
Star.
One
They
point
lean
for
across the table and attempt to give Star a fist bump.
Star returns the fist bump. She's
Let's
very
go.
proud of herself.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I am proud. I am proud of my sister-in-law. What?
Listen. Hey.
You're what?
Oh,
What was
there-
that? Nothing?
I'm trying
Absolutely
to
nothing.
piece this together. I don't think this is something. This is something we don't know, is it?
It's something.
It's
you
not something
guys
we know
don't
in character, but it's something we know out of character.
It's
Yeah.
something that you guys don't know in character or out of character, actually.
I know what it is.
Do you?
Yeah. I
Nice
assume.
to me.
Okay.
Next.
All right. With that said and done, Alfred pulls out the next slip of paper. I accidentally murdered a man when I first discovered my magic.
That is in character, and I'm immediately pointing to Sad.
Alright,
Oh, wow.
okay, alright.
What was the question again? I was slightly distracted.
I accidentally murdered a man when I first discovered my magic.
Ha!
I'm
Tiana.
just.
So I have Aurora and Rogar pointing at me.
Apparently.
Okay. I'm gonna point at Dove.
Okay,
I say Dove.
alright. Laura, who
Laura?
are you pointing at?
I'm pointing at Sienna. Just for the fun.
I just
All
look
right.
at the bruises forming on my body. Are we sure?
Bruises I will give you. Concussion and major injuries I will not.
Not yet.
Right, with my small fortune acquired, I'm gonna
Is in
go
fact
into
a small fortune.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head into town. I'm looking for a jeweler store.
Okay.
You're buying a wedding ring?
You're not too far off.
Ha!
What?
Let's go!
What I'm looking for is a pair of platinum rings.
Alright. You find a jewelry store, no problem.
Yep.
Young lady in the store smiles at you. And, if it's okay if I ask, who are these for?
One's for myself. The other, a friend.
Okay.
Go. Let's go.
Do you know what size what size ring they need?
Didn't think that far ahead.
I'm like holding up my hand, and like
I think it's
I like look at my pinky, and it's like no, that's like double the
No.
size.
I honestly don't know what ring size I am.
I don't know.
what
I kind of like guesstimate it.
Get it
She-
magically
She
enchanted
sees
for it
that
to be
and then she's
resized.
like, tell you what, I'll have it enchanted to fit down to their finger.
I gave you 200 gold, bro. Blow it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Alright.
How much will that cost?
2 platinum rings, 1 enchanted for size. I'm gonna say that would be... She does some quick maths and writes it down like a receipt and hands it over to you. That'll come to about 150 gold.
Hold you, bitch. This is why you give extra than what you think you need.
Wow. What I was gunning for only cost 100, but alas, I'm dumb. So, I will hand off 150.
Okay. She takes it, doesn't even bother counting it. She just shoves it into something, and you see that that something automatically counts how much you gave her. Before
Nice.
she,
Fucking cool.
before she, places one of the rings on a piece of paper and places her hand over it, mutters something under her breath, and you see the paper flare with magic. And she lifts up her hand. Excellent. This should fit whoever you give it to. And she sizes your finger, grabs an appropriately sized platinum ring, and hands it to you as well.
Absolutely massive. I'll take that ring. Think for a moment. About to slip on my finger and don't. I'll just pocket the 2 rings and head back to the castle.
Okay. All right.
Trying to decide. It's unfortunate because I don't have armor on, so I'm really easy to hit. As if I wasn't already pretty decently easy to hit.
Or
I'm
would
trying
we
to.
do need to leave?
Gotcha.
Fair.
Yeah.
All right. So, dinner finished. Laura, you head off to find the horses.
Check up on Sagittarius and Aurora's horse. I forgot the other horse's name. I know
Achilles?
Celine and player just come along. Celine and Soleil, and then go straight up to Achilles and just start feeding him his secret treat, which is just horse feed that tastes like sugar. So like, don't tell Rogar.
Boiling?
Boiling the war.
Just like, and then of course
We can communicate telepathically within a mile of each other.
he doesn't know
Achilles doesn't want to tell you.
Achilles is a trick ass bitch.
Achilles
Really do be.
Achilles feels like he's getting a treat without your knowledge. He's not going to tell you because you guys have a very exceptionally sassy relationship.
We do, don't we? It's great.
Yes, it's great. It's fantastic,
Laura,
actually.
Laura, you were supposed to use your powers for good, not evil.
Just,
You're
like,
supposed to
throwing
help
back
the
apples,
people,
just like,
not make wheat taste like sugar.
Presentation is the best shit.
Oh, that's great.
She's like, she's over here just like, of course she also gives, the other horses, but instead of sugar, it's like apple flavor.
Nice, yeah.
But yeah, she gets the horses pampered and shit, and,
Alright, okay. Alright.
gets
Fair.
stuff prepared if they need to leave.
Yeah.
And come
yeah.
back inside.
I'm waiting for the one moment they're used to eating the apple and sugar flavor, and they eat regular horse meat and just have a look
What
of
the fuck is
disappointment.
this? I'm gonna go try and find my sisters.
Good times. Oh, okay.
I will stumbly get up from the table and try to look like I can walk on my own.
While you're trying to do that, Ben, did you want to do anything? Rogar.
Yes, so, just to get my bearings, I got a little bit distracted. So we finished lunch,
Yeah.
and people are off just doing stuff in general.
Yes.
Right. I roughly know where, like, what sleeping arrangements are, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll take out the 2 rings and kind of just fiddle with them for a bit. And I'll head over back to where mine and Laura's rooms are. You said that they were connected as well, did you?
Yes.
Right. Okay. So I'll head over to my room. I'll go into my room. Close the door behind me. And I'm assuming, so there's a. I'm trying to like work this out in my head. Is there like a smaller corridor that's kind of just strictly between those 2 rooms?
So you know those hotel rooms that they have a pair of doors in the wall that
Right.
like you can open one from one side and the other opens into the other room?
Right. Okay.
Yeah, kind of like that.
All right. So I'll knock on the door, and because I know I won't get any response because Laura's off to sort out the horses. Think for a moment. And I'll try and open the door.
Okay. It, highs or lows?
Oops.
It does not open. It is locked.
Going through the other door.
Yeah. Yeah. I will walk out of my room, try the door directly into Laura's room.
Okay.
Do
It
you need
opens.
that? Sweet. Kinda like just before I enter, just taking a moment before I'll head in and just on top of the pillow, I'll place the enchanted platinum ring.
Okay.
I'll, in addition to that, put my own platinum ring on my index.
All right. Okay.
Close that door and get into my room through the door connected to Laura's room. Because there's no way it's going to be locked from both sides, in theory.
About when you are opening that door, you hear Laura's front door opening, and you get through it just as Laura enters her room.
Can I make a perception roll?
Go for it.
Stealth roll!
Go for it.
I have this. Wait, no, I'm not wearing plate because I'm not good. Alright, straight.
Yay! I love.
20
love
total.
perception.
That went for a fucking trip. You know how the 1 is right next to the 19?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what it did is it rolled 19 onto 1 and then back to the 19 again.
Nice.
I'm so tempted to use luck right now.
No!
Mm.
Uh,
You know,
ah,
could I?
it's natural.
Fuck it, abso-fucking-lutely.
What?
Come on.
Ah,
Oh, I rolled a 17!
plus what?
I rolled a 14 plus my perception is.
Oh, okay, yeah, so I rolled 20 total.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so tempted to use luck. I'm like, I could.
You
You gotta
could.
not-
You have that option.
Dude.
Luck is an
However-
option. You could also roll lower. So.
That's true.
Well,
And
then
for
again,
that
you could
luck,
just take whichever one you want. So.
That's true.
So,
You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. Use
okay.
luck.
All right. We're doing this apparently.
Right low.
No.
So, either way, she doesn't notice.
All right.
Oh,
So,
hyperventilating.
the dice
Okay, fine.
apparently are in for this. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going. If you didn't notice, all the mirrors in the room are completely covered in sheets, anything to cover the mirrors. And just her bed is, just it's done, but she likes to keep her stuff under the bed. Just comes in and I think would immediately see them, or because would she see them? Would I have to make another perception roll?
Put one ring on the pillow, but the other one, I think.
Yeah.
No, you would go directly to your bed because that's where all your stuff is. So I'll say that you see the ring on the pillow right away.
She is aiming to reach underneath her bed to grab her satchel to take out her sketchbook.
Okay.
And as she's going down, she not be another fucking cursed item. A hard look at it. And open, or just go right to the door that connects to Rogar's room, and she knocks on it, of course. Just, hey, Rogar? Can I come in?
Yes. Yes.
And she just peeks her head out. Hey, you weren't by any chance in my room today? Shiny. Just comes right up to you. Did you? I found this on my pillow. Did you give this to me?
Yes.
Rogar,
Put my hand on Laura's shoulder for a brief moment, and I'll cast Warding Bond. Not entirely sure what you would feel from this, but what the result of the spell is resistance to all damage, +1 to saving throws and AC. And I would imagine an integral connection via the ring. And as I pull my hand away, and I hold up my finger to show the pattern.
whoa. I did not. I don't remember this in Draconic. What just happened?
Grease. Bond. Fused. With one you are close to. Who's to protect. Can I have your knife?
We're not gonna do like a blood pact or something, right?
No.
Okay. Just hold on.
My intention, DM, is to do 1 point of damage.
We are. Fuck.
How's it feel, motherfuckers, to be in my shoes?
Here's the thing. Resistance halves it with a rounding down, which means it would ultimately do 0. So using the hand that doesn't have the ring, I'll put on the table, or I'll put down Laura's hand that does. And my intention is to lightly prick it to showcase what happens when damage is dealt.
Okay. Fair. Understandable.
Do I have to make a roll? Or are you making it?
You succeed in only doing 1 damage.
So, as my hands lay flat out. This might sting a little. Sorry. And as I lightly jab into it, though you feel pain, the mark turns up on my hand with the ring.
I'm still confused. Is this a spell or draconic?
It is a spell.
You scared me for a second, big fella. I was thinking something completely different. And then it derailed into something very different.
That it did. That it did.
Sorry.
No.
I didn't mean to scare you.
She takes your hand, just like both hands, and takes both of her hands with your hand. Don't. I mean, I'm very new to learning so much magic, and it can be overwhelming, but I'm never scared of you, Rogar. You know that. Just the blood pact thing kind of freaked me out a bit, but you had an example. You're just trying to show me not to be scared. Thanks. And she fully slips on the ring. How close do we have to be in order for the spell to work?
This close,
I'm fine with
but
that.
not too far. 60 feet.
Oh, I knew, out of character, but
Yeah.
not a problem with me. Can't go far with this bard.
Aww.
And, thanks. Is that what went off today? Oh. I had an idea I wanted to present to you, but if you don't want to, it's fine. I mean,
I think I do.
well, has anyone ever shown you what the mark on your back looks like?
God, it feels like it's. Suppose not.
Hold on 1 second. And she, like, rushes out of the room, grabs the green long scrap of her ballroom dress that's, like, can be fully, like, laid out completely straight. And she comes with her calligraphy set. And she comes back, just, like, got it all bundled, just, like, thankfully, we're doing it in here, so you have some privacy, because don't take this the weird way, except I'm a bard, but do you mind if you take your shirt off so I can paint on top of your mark?
Oh.
And basically, she's gonna ask you to lay on your belly on the bed and just paint in gold over your birthmark and just lay the fabric very softly on your back and just start slowly rubbing.
Curiosity book. The
Yeah.
spell lasts an hour. Does the mark glow for an hour? I've also DM'd something else.
For story reasons, I will say sure. I'll let it glow so that Laura can draw it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Basically just question, Ben, how low does this mark go on his back?
I have to point out around about to here.
Great, perfect.
About
awesome.
mid back. So.
Yeah. She's just going to just pretty much just massage the fabric onto your back. Because that's the only way she's gonna
No.
Exactly, that's why I had to ask.
Except it's not gay, it's straight.
It's very straight.
It's
Oh,
very
it's very
straight. I don't know how to feel about
Very straight.
this.
And she's just going to, once like she's done, just ask him to stay still because it needs to dry.
Okay.
And then
Rogar is silent. Well, not completely silent, but mostly silent through all of this. Because his brain is static.
Valid. Understandable. Okay.
Kind of static. TV static or radio static? There's a difference.
TV static.
Okay, cool.
Just
yeah, you basically got a masseuse in the room.
don't know how to feel about this.
That is an excellent
Oh.
question.
What?
What?
That is an excellent question.
Oh,
That
yes, that
is
one.
an excellent question.
I'm concerned.
You don't know. You've never done this before. So,
It's fair.
you have no idea.
Yeah. This was a DM'd question.
Yes.
Oh, oh no.
So, you have
I'm
no
gonna-
clue.
I'm just going to, after that, just tell him, like, hey, okay, I think it's about dry now. So she's gonna peel it off, then cast Precipitation on his back so it cleans the paint off his mark. And then Mage Hand the top of the banner practically, and hold it up evenly so you can see it. There you go.
Turn around and sit up.
This glows every time you use magic. And it actually has been glowing this entire time since you've cast Warden Bond. She sends the mage hand to have it hanging, and then she grabs like one of those clothes hanger clips and just pins it up, so it just hangs in his room. And just
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's the least I can do since you've done so much.
It's odd. Not this, it's seeing it. I've felt it there for so long. I've seen what it actually looks like.
Yeah. I think it's part of the crest in Norland. Trying to remember what it meant. I think fire glory and light. It was hung up on a red banner, but I only got green. Sorry. It's pretty much kind of like a rare trait given in the royal family to have a birthmark like that. But I guess for Dragonborns, it's more common. Well, I'll leave you to bond over your marking and do some reading. If you need me, just knock. Just go through the door.
Before you go, I'll just kind of. Could I join you?
Sure. Yeah. Come right in.
I'm going to grab my Dragon Prince children's story.
You're using to learn to read, yeah.
Yes. And head over.
Alright. You two go and do some reading. It's very wholesome and adorable.
I really lean on him as we're both like reading next to each other.
It's very cute. Aurora, what would you like to do?
I think by now I'd probably calm down from the stress of feeling physically whatever damage. I think she would head to the library and just look over some books on either medicine or different the gods in detail to see different what she learned versus what's taught.
Yeah. Alright. That's fair. Yeah, you go to the library. Neither Rose nor Dove are there. But there is some good informational books on the gods. You don't find anything you didn't already know. But it is very interesting to see it in a different format than how you learned about it. So,
Learning about soulmates, specifically.
it's a great question. I would like you to roll history.
Okay, not bad for my first roll. Okay. Okay, if my computer will load. Okay. Can we please stop buffering D&D Beyond? If you think
D&D
so.
Beyond, please.
Yes.
Less.
But that is
Sorry, that is a what?
30-20.
Dirty 20. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a little bit of information. Not a whole lot, but there's some. But it's basically stuff that you've already kind of learned, that like soulmates are often chosen by Astir and Idron. If not fully, at least informally and bonded together. it does detail that, soulmate bonds come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are romantic, some are platonic. Like, there's all kinds of different relationships in soulmate marks. There is an artistic illustration of the marks that appear on soulmate. That is fairly accurate. But it also says that all soulmate marks are a little bit different, and each one, is very unique to the person in the bond. So it's kind of good. But yeah, it's not a whole lot of new information, but it's informative. It's dry though. It's like a scientific study of a science that you're not interested in,
Yeah.
but you have to read it anyways because it's for class. It's like that.
They put the page afterwards. Like, nope.
Sagittarius, you are making your way across the roof. If you could roll an acrobatics check for me.
Sure, give me 1 second.
Alrighty.
Damn. Oh, hey, that was actually a good roll. Acrobatics? 22.
Acrobatics.
22.
22. Not bad, not bad. You might survive this yet.
I was playing piano tiles to
Fair,
help me
fair.
focus on conversation in the
Understandable. I
background.
do the same kind of thing. Often. So, you make your way, trying to figure out how to get across. It's not easy. And like Sylvana said, it is very precarious. But you manage to get there without slipping up too much. You get the feeling that if you had to put a number to it, a check like that would be like around a 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Scrape by the seat of my pants, gotcha.
Yes. But you make it over to the girls. They're sitting, having their snack. You see there's like a few pastries in the basket that they have. There's some like meat snacks. It all looks very tasty, and the girls seem to be enjoying it.
Good.
Yeah. So, you've made it over to the ladies red and green.
Well, I'm here. Now may I approach?
Sylvana chuckles. I mean, you made it over, so sure.
Fantastic. I will just sit off like a little bit to the side, like maybe a foot away, less, but just kind of like sit on the ground and lay back on my back with my hands behind my head.
Okay. Alright.
Like, so do you only prefer to go by red and green, or are names good too, or what am I working with here? What are y'all comfortable with?
Because you're laying back and looking at the sky instead of them,
Yep.
you're not gonna see that they shoot each other a glance before Sylvana speaks up, says something along, says, well, when we were on our own, we went by red and green because we were hiding.
Those are pretty cool code names. I like it.
Yeah.
I go by Sagittarius whenever I'm hiding, which is all the time.
That's a cool name.
Thank you. It was given to me. I didn't get to choose mine, unlike your guys' cool names. It was given to me.
Sad. You
I
could
know.
choose a new one if you want.
Could, but I'm fond of
Yeah.
this one.
Okay. You see a couple, what looks to be some sparkles in the sky. And a hand in your peripheral vision just waving and making the sparkles exist. And it looks like it's the beginnings of somebody learning how to do dancing lights.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like his attention is immediately captured.
Yes.
Oh, that looks
There.
cool.
Yeah.
How you do that?
Sylvana giggles and, I don't know, I'm just figuring it out.
Mentally catalog sorcerer. Just figuring it out, huh?
Yeah.
I kind of like sit up like slowly, like not Undertaker, but
I can't
just
remember. I can't remember what Sylvana's class was. I just remember what Green's was.
If it was innate, I assume it's sorcerer.
I can't remember. I honestly can't remember.
So
I'd have to find her character sheet.
yeah,
So
I'll look at while she's doing that, I'll look at Ophelia or Green. Say, what about you, kid? What you got?
Ophelia looks down and I'm she seems very shy.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting
It
patiently.
takes her a hot minute to get through the word I. I'm good at sneaking.
Oh, you and I are gonna be friends. Oh,
She
Oh, y-
smiles, a little timid, and
I like sit up and like give them both my full attention and go, all right, we're gonna be friends, and this is gonna be fun.
Sylvanas grins at you and good. We need more friends. I-
That's what I'm here for.
So
Which means I totally get to give you nicknames that you hate but you secretly like. So let's start spitballing here.
Oh god.
I can't just call you blonde and you brunette. That just doesn't work. Oh. Any takers on ideas?
Sylvana and Ophelia just like look at each other and like,
I'll figure something out. I'll have something by the time I come back.
we never really got further than figuring out our code names and coming up with a last name so we couldn't be found.
You're really smart, you know that?
I mean,
Resourceful too.
yeah, I'm Sylvana sits up again and she's like, I'm the outgoing one of the two of us. I don't know if you could tell.
I couldn't tell at all, I'm sorry. It just doesn't
I
exude
know,
from
it's
you.
just-
I know. The
Ophelia's
sheer
just-
personality, it doesn't show very well, you know? I can give you some tips on that if you like.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm open to hearing tips.
Alright, this is what you gotta do. Whenever you meet someone for the first time, you need to, 1, not comment how weird they are. 2, the second most important thing, compliment them, and then subtly insult them so they don't get too big of a head.
All right.
Subtly insult them. Okay, you gotta like, it's gotta go like under the radar. You can't just
Okay. All right.
talk to someone and immediately let them get too big of a head.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
uh-huh.
no. Why this one?
I'm making friends.
I can tell.
God.
I turn to Ophelia and I go,
We're talking about that. My brother starts walking in. I'm like, please don't listen to this part. Don't.
I turn to Ophelia. I go, all right, kiddo. Are you just okay with letting Sylvana do all the talking, or
She
is that
nods a
something you
little
want to
bit.
work?
Prefer that people don't notice me, because if they don't notice me, then and she leans in a little bit and cups her hands around her mouth, as if there's anybody around you guys to
Yeah.
hear her.
No, I lean in. Like,
Yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah.
I lean in. Yeah, I play along with it.
If they don't notice me, then they can't notice if I take their things.
I love both of you. Okay.
Would you
All
change
right.
these people? They're perfect as they are.
Alright, yeah. I don't have to do anything. Alright. Well, I got nothing. You two are awesome, and I have no cool tricks.
Your
Actually,
sword
I
is
got
cool.
I got something. I turn to, what are your both favorite animals?
They look between each other, immediately turn back. Cat.
Fantastic. I minor illusion a cat sitting in the middle of both of them.
Okay.
Go, and I make it stand up on its hind legs, and then do a flip, and land down, and in a perfect sitting position, and it just gives the slightest meow,
Did you just
and that's it, and sticks its tongue out.
All right. Okay. All right. I get it. I like it.
Unfortunately, it's intangible, but it looks cool.
Yeah.
It looks real.
Looks cool. Yeah. The girls applaud politely.
It's not too bad.
Yeah.
Everything else I can't show off because it's too destructive, and I think mom and mother would kill me.
There.
But that's the one cool thing I can do that isn't destructive.
Yes. And that's the good one. That's the one
That's
that
the
doesn't
good
get
one.
you in trouble.
That's the one that doesn't get me in trouble.
All right. Yeah, the girls they're suitably impressed.
So what have you stolen exactly?
Ophelia looks to the side and crosses her arms and then she reaches into the basket that they have between them and pulls out a
You
kitten.
stole something. What kind?
Just a little tabby.
I look at it and go, I don't know how you did that, but that's adorable. Where did you take it from?
The muse. Technically, we had permission from Mama, but I did it sneaky.
Awesome. I like very minutely, like slowly, just in case, put my hand forward out for a fist bump. Like very loosely. Alright, cool. Just in case any abuse shit went on, I'm not making
Yeah,
a fast motion or anything. I like
The kitten is placed back in the basket where it curls up on what seems to be a very, very soft, very fluffy blanket and goes back to sleep immediately.
I got one more cool trick and that's it. Well, besides the bolt of lightning thing.
Yeah.
I take my index finger out like this,
Mm-hmm.
and I make all the shadows gather around into a sword that stands on the point of my finger.
Nice.
Yeah, I got that. It's pretty cool.
Sylvana applauds enthusiastically. Ophelia applauds politely. It's impressive, but it's not her thing. Sylvana's more the magic one.
Gotcha.
You can tell.
Goes. Look at Ophelia. How do I impress the thief?
Good question.
Nah, not yet. I'll do it later. Starting to look at both of them.
Gonna wonder.
Is there anything
Feel
you
like
guys
that
want that you
Savannah's-
currently don't have?
Huh?
Is there anything you both want that you currently don't have?
They shrug and I don't know, we just kind of Ophelia shrugs as well, and we just kind of we're happy. We have mom and mama. We're not at the orphanage anymore. Basically, we got it good.
That's relatable.
Yeah, Red's a sorcerer. Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Just kind of look at both of them like, whoa, seems like we're more alike than I thought originally. I figured we were somewhat alike, because Rose and Dove obviously adopted me for a reason. So I'm glad we can get along well. Well, can I feel it coming? Can I just feel the impending stress and the slight... Okay. I'm just gonna kind of look and go, I assume either of you have a way to call Rose or Dove in case of an emergency, right?
Yeah. They
Cool,
both
you might
hold
wanna
up
do
little
that.
pendants.
You might want to do that.
Okay.
Because... 3, 2... Okay. Just...
Yeah, you go flop, and because it is a slanted roof,
Yep.
before the girls can react, you roll off the roof.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh
What
no!
So,
Here we go.
yep. You are going to...
Time crunch when it comes to getting back to Lucicello with the Queen and Star needing to get back. So
That's fair.
I was planning on. I had a feeling that maybe you were going to do something, in which I was going to lead him out to the woods to go find some feathers for arrows I was going to plan on helping make. But I think I'll just be doing that at another time. So whatever you plan on giving him, let's do it tonight, so it won't be such a shock, and we'll be able to leave first thing in the morning.
Alright. That's fair.
She leaves to her room.
Okay.
Prejudice takes Bullseye and starts practicing throwing her daggers.
Does it conveniently look like my face?
No. No.
Okay. Appreciate the thought.
Just like I'm over here. No, your head's too big for that. No.
Not wrong. Metaphorically and physically.
Looking back at the art I've drawn.
Doesn't stop the coloration being purple and silver.
You know?
Okay.
My primary color functions, dude. Come on.
I think Bullseye will be a nice glowing purple. I want to
Works.
roll and see if I hit that shit.
Alright. So, Laura, you head back to your room. Aurora, I assume you went to your room because...
He's calmed down. Kind of.
The castle is quiet for a few hours. Anybody who wanders can see a couple servants whispering. They look a bit sad.
I know this was supposed to be a gift that you were supposed to get as well. Or, not get, but like, get it for yourself without knowing.
Ah?
basically the bard was gonna distract while this shit was going to go down, but here you go. And she just gives a bag, and it has a bunch of feathers in it. And basically, 3
Chickens
feathers.
did you kill for this?
No!
Oh my god.
I got it from nest and scavenging.
Nice.
I can't waste any arrows on this shit.
That's fair. Nice.
I'm not a ranger. I'm a bard.
Fair.
So
Nice.
3 feathers equal 1 arrow, and 3 of them are owl feathers, which you can make one silencer arrow.
Silencer arrow.
Yes. 3 turkey feathers, which is long range.
Fuck,
So
fuck,
that's
fuck,
1
fuck,
arrow.
Fuck,
Wait,
fuck,
what is
fuck.
this?
Where are you learning this? This on variant rules?
No, this is just something me and Book I
Oh.
Yeah, this is something.
Okay,
we
you
wrote
need
up.
to text me this. This is a lot of information coming at me.
Yeah.
Text it to me later.
Yeah, and basically the last 3 feathers that make 1, which is, I think quail, because they're long plumage feathers, pretty much it's, you shoot it for noise.
They're noise
So you got
makers.
1 silencer, 1 for noise, and 1 for long range.
About to splinter cell this bitch.
Yes, but you have, it's
Ow.
only the feathers though, you have to get it to an artificer or someone who can make it.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So,
I can't just make a regular arrow.
no.
Have it work.
This is you have to, like, regular feathers are mostly like turkeys, but these specific arrows
Mhm.
in D&D, these are special.
Okay. I put it in the bag of holding. I put the bag within the bag.
Yeah. So basically, out of all of these,
Exception.
I rolled a 19, a 20, and like a 13, which barely got me the 3rd one. Yeah.
Appreciated, confused, but appreciated. And thanks, Birdie. I just kind of put my arm around her shoulder and give her a side hug.
Aw. Thanks.
Also,
Bro.
like to do. Sorry.
Just she ruffles up your hair and kind of
Sorry,
does
messed
that.
up.
Kind of does that, you know, like when your side foot kicks the back of your like your butt, just like
You
just
bitch. I use the new walking stick that I have because it is until I attune to it to make sure I don't fall over because it's just a walking stick until it's attuned.
swing to your step.
I will get her back for that later.
Oh boy.
Sagittarius will remember that. Just like Telltale.
Indeed, not a telltale game. That's fine.
Not yet.
Didn't beat me
Yeah.
already.
Why not
Talk
go
about
with-
you.
Right.
Listen, your father has your same eye color. You can tell you get your eye shape from your mother. As you look at the picture, it becomes. It's so very. What's the word? You're filled with almost nostalgia, but for a time that you didn't experience. You can tell that you've grown up to look just like your father. And there's a lot of similarities between you and the rest of your family, and it's as you look at the picture it becomes increasingly obvious. Yeah.
I'll take a long time just looking over the picture.
Okay.
Depending on how late it gets, when I'm done sort of almost reminiscing. I'm not sure how long it'll take. But if it's suitably dark outside and I'm exhausted, then I won't. But if it's not, then I'd like to knock Laura's door.
She's on her bed in her fireproof pajamas, reading. Come in.
Open the door, close it behind me. I'm just holding this book in front of me for a moment. Read this for me.
Of course. And she takes it and immediately recognizes it. Was that the same book that was taught to her as a kid?
Yeah, one of them.
She opens up the book and starts reading it out loud from each page. She looks at your father and recognizes how much you're starting to look like him. It's almost starting to become scary identical. Kind of like Simba turning Mufasa. And just continues reading until we get like halfway into the book, because it's probably like a little bit thick depending on how big it is, or just how big it is depends on how long we'll read. And
it's a history book.
yes.
Yeah.
She's gonna yawn after maybe an hour or two of reading and just, hey, do you mind if we ask and see if we can take this along with us? Do you know how to write your name in common?
We'll take a pencil and a piece of parchment. I can't write my name, but I can write my signature, which I think I basically got taught to me to sort of spell out my name in the same way that you can view cursive as symbols instead of distinct letters.
Well, she's going to take out her quill that is on her hat of disguise and take it off. Actually take it off. Not looking. BENDRIARRYN. That is your last name. Bendrarin. And this is your first name. ROGHAR. Rogar. And just takes your hand and realizes that the pen is probably a little bit too small. So she quickly... Is there a fireplace nearby?
Yeah, there'd be a fireplace in your room.
She goes to a lump of coal, takes some scraps and put it around, like,
Some
just
charcoal.
around the coal, just makes a makeshift pencil to put on the sketchbook. So he has a big enough piece of paper to try and practice writing.
I don't know what the result of that's going to be.
Make a roll for me.
Alright. The dice reads 11.
And I
Okay.
give him advantage.
Hey, dude, we have DM's inspiration. Like.
Twice over. Twice over. Yeah.
Twice, yeah. What else did you use it for?
Well,
He gives him
I have things I'm saving it up for, alright?
You want?
inspiration.
You can use my inspiration if you want.
If I get advantage, I'll take it, but I'm not using inspirations for this.
so trying to decide how nice I want to be.
I always figured, as a idea of sorts, I wouldn't necessarily learn the letters, but recognize the symbols as being the equivalent to spelling out the name.
Hmm.
Yeah. I pretty much will probably like.
Yeah.
She knows that you're not gonna get it on the spot,
Well,
obviously.
I'm never going to be able to get Ben Dryer in. That's a lost cause.
Actually took the time to actually remember.
What did you
how to
roll
spell
again?
it.
11 on the dice.
11. Hmm. Your intelligence modifier is minus.
Ooh. It's very unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless there's an advantage or a bardic inspiration that I can get out of this.
Yes, and I want to give you bardic inspiration.
Not sure if it will be allowed, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
Because Laura is helping you, I will give you advantage and I will allow you to have some inspiration. Because I'm feeling nice today.
Oh, the advantage was useless.
Oh. What? Oh no.
Last one. 10.
Oh.
Yeah, the second dice was a 5.
Ah,
Rolled a 1 on the d8.
Hey,
yeah.
dice choose stories. You know, I think they just both need to like, do this a few nights. You never know. But she sees that you're doing your best, and she's just being very supportive.
Doing its best, okay?
He's doing his best, and just like she's just beaming as she sees that you're trying. And then when you're finished, she opens up her sketchbook to where you wrote. Just like, oh, that's a new one for the art gallery. It closes
It's
it.
very cute.
That's so precious.
Yeah, you get
Oh.
you're starting to get the letters a little bit, yeah. It will obviously take time.
Yes.
But like you're starting to get it. So,
You're a bit salty that we rolled that high. Or that Laura rolled that high. Just a little bit.
no, I'm trying to figure out how to say this.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll pick up
There's a
here next week.
There's a description
No.
in the book of a man with dark hair, a very strong nose, jawline, very striking features. And as you read it, immediately comes to mind is the features of your father, Aaron. And with that, we are going to end this session for today.
Sorry, I'm not muted. I'm speechless.
So we are going to call it for the day. We will meet again next week. And discover more about whatever's going on there.
I knew it! Fucking knew it!
So, dear players, say goodbye to the chat.
Chat. See you next week, fuckers.
I have a picture. I have a picture. Holy shit. Oh
Do
no.
you tell Rogar that?
Depends. Wait. When was this?
This
When
was you
this?
reading the book.
You're reading them.
I would have to roll deception from her not freaking the fuck out.
Well, we'll do that next week.
Next week.
Next week!
Oh,
That's when that'll
God.
happen, is next week.
I've been
Oh.
actually waiting to send this picture to you guys since I got in this group.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be my dad at first. That's why I was like, oh no. The black hair striking features. I'm like, oh no.
Holy shit.
Alright.
So glad
Hey,
it's
I
yours,
think-
not mine.
So, and dear viewers, I will let you see that picture next week. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and as I have now stolen from
This
Critical
just looks
Role,
like a villain.
is it Friday yet? See y'all
Oh
next
my
week.
God.